I need you to entertain this idea for a little bit. You might be getting rejected because of your energy and not because of your herpes. Getting rejected because of your lack of self acceptance and not because of your herpes. You might be getting rejected because you come to the disclosure ready to tell somebody that you have herpes already defeated and not because you have herpes. If you test positive for herpes, you are not alone. Here we learn, here we heal, and here we overcome. You are more than herpes. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shayna Singleton, also known as the Herpes Goddess and Coach Shayna Singleton, and I help women stop their outbreaks, break free from shame so that they can get laid. If you want to learn more about me and the work I've done within the community for the past 4 years, visit here, this link. Yeah, right here. Now, let's get into the topic today, right? I have 5 mistakes that you might be making when you are disclosing your herpes status to a potential partner. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1, your posture. You already going into the disclosure defeated. You already assuming that the person's not going to want you and your adult therapy life is over and who's going to want you with herpes and the fear of rejection, so much so that when you go into the disclosure, your head's down, your back's all in, you're sad, you got a sad voice, right? What is all of that doing? It's lack of self-acceptance, lack of confidence, right? I say, put them shoulders back, put your head up, and go into that diagnosis with confidence. Sometimes you go into that diagnosis with confidence. Go into that disclosure with confidence. Sometimes we feel defeated already and we're crying and we're telling our sad story during disclosures and we have our head down and we feel defeated because you're going into the disclosure thinking about all the problems. What if they reject me? What if they don't want me? My adult therapy life is ruined. I need you to try this. Go into the disclosure with a possibility mindset. What if they do accept you? What if they've already dated somebody with herpes? What if they know somebody with herpes? What if they value who you are in their life so much that the risk of losing you is far more risky than the possibility of getting herpes from you, right? If we can go into the disclosure with a possibility mindset, the more likely we are to go in there with our confidence. Shoulders back, spine aligned, chin up, head up, confident. You're not telling somebody you have herpes in hopes for them to accept you. You're telling somebody you have herpes because you're ready to move forward to the next level of your relationship and you want to require STD results. And you have to have that necessary conversation we should be having whether we have herpes or not. My acceptance is enough. I'm not asking you to accept. I know my worth and I know that I am the prize. I'm telling you that I have herpes because you need to know that I have herpes. I don't need you to accept my herpes. Now, if you want to walk away from me because I have herpes, by all means, walk. You're lost. That type of confidence going into the disclosure. Number 2, anticipation. Stop making them anticipate what is about to happen or what you have to say. Saying, I got to talk to you later. Can we meet up? I have something I need to tell you. I have something important I have to tell you. Then you're pausing and you're not telling them and you're waiting to see them or you're waiting till later to drop the news that you have herpes. Usually when people do that, they're trying to surprise someone. And I don't know about you, but when people do that to me, I start to think of all the possible things this person may have to tell me. Why won't they tell me right now? Why can't they tell me right now? Why are they making this such a big deal? I want to know now. Why would they tell me they have to tell me something and not tell me right away? Don't do that. It brings a low vibe into your disclosure and it already makes up, you're trying to dress it up. You're making it feel like this horrible thing, right? If you want to go into a disclosure confidently and you want to make somebody feel comfortable, When you're all slouched down, sad, defeated, crying, building up all this anticipation, it doesn't make anyone else outside of you feel comfortable, right? They're going to look at you like, look, she is sad. This thing really ruined this person's life. Why should I move forward? I don't want that to happen to me. Look at what happened to her. He or she is so defeated. I don't want that to happen to me. So be mindful of the energy you are bringing and the energy you are attaching onto the disclosure, such as the anticipation. Number 3, telling your sad story. I got herpes from my ex and he didn't tell me and he cheated on me and he was doing this. Stop. Don't do that on dates, period. Whether you have herpes or not, don't do that. Don't bring your trauma to the relationship. Go talk to a therapist about that. Go talk to a coach about that. Hire me as a coach and let's unpack that and deal with that so you're not bringing it to your disclosure. Nobody who is interested in you want to hear you talk about your ex and your sad story with your ex. Nobody wants that. It makes it feel like you're still caught up on your ex. You haven't done the work to heal. You're really sad. You're really broken. You're really ashamed. You're really defeated. And people who are attracted to those things, that lack of self-acceptance, that lack of self-worth, that sad story, the victimization, are narcissists and manipulators. People who can use that for a gain. No one who is healed, no one who is good for you is going to look at that and be like, come here. I want to love you. Maybe there's some, I don't know. But me personally, as someone who has herpes, if you were to tell me you have herpes and I didn't tell you I had herpes yet, and you was bringing it up like that, I would run. Because I think that people can only love you to the extent that they love themselves. And if you're still sad and you still haven't unpacked your story and you're still beating yourself up about it and you're still angry about it, it tells me a lot about you and where you are at. And I don't want that for my life. Let's stop telling your sad story. Watch this video if you want to learn how to turn your herpes story into an empowerment story. Okay. Number 4, bombarding people with facts. Stop assuming people don't know about herpes. I got herpes, but 1 in 6 people got it, and this percentage, and the rate of transmission is this. You just start bombarding them with facts right after you tell them you have herpes. Maybe don't do that. All right. I have people who do their research before they even come for me because they want to be in my presence, because they want to be with me. So they feel like let me learn about herpes before I even take it there with her. Right. They can learn themselves. If they have questions, let them ask you the questions, but stop bombarding people with facts. It looks like you got something to hide, like you're dressing it up. You're making this bad thing about you and you're dressing it up with a bunch of facts in hopes that they will accept you. It's giving desperation. It's giving desperate. I want you to accept me so bad. Listen, we are not telling people we have herpes so that they can accept us. Your acceptance got to be enough. Make it enough. You have to accept all of me or you don't deserve any of me. Point blank, period. We're telling people we have herpes because we are having the necessary adult therapy health conversation that we are supposed to have. It's responsible, but not because you're desperate for somebody's acceptance. Do not be attracted to people who don't want to be with you. I don't want anything that passes me by. What passes me by wasn't for me to begin with. I'm not crying behind any doors that I've never seen behind. And I don't want nobody who don't want me. That is not attractive. And I'm not choosing anyone who's not choosing me. So back to tip 4, because I went off on a rant. Make sure you check out my other videos, but stop bombarding people with facts. Give it a break. Gauge. See if they ask you any questions. See what they say. See if they even know anything about herpes. They probably dated somebody with herpes. Okay, the last tip. Tip number 5. Stop saying, it's okay if you don't want me. I understand. It's okay if you just want to be friends with me. It's okay. I understand. I got herpes, but it's okay if you don't want me. Stop doing that. You look defeated. You sound defeated. You sound like you lack self-acceptance, like you lack self-worth, like you don't know your worth and you don't know your value. They would be a fool if they miss out on you. You are a gem. You are the prize. You bring value to people's lives. I value who you are spiritually, emotionally. I love your accountability, your growth, your healing, your light, your aura, your energy. I value you. I want to be with you. I want you in my life. Okay? Know that about yourself. Feel that way about yourself. So you're not like, it's okay if you don't want to be with me because I have herpes. I understand if you don't want to be with me because I have herpes. You are not your herpes. Herpes is just something that you happen to have, but you are not your herpes, and herpes doesn't have anything to do with your worth. Baby, if this sounds like you, if you making any of these mistakes, have I been saying tips or mistakes? Have you been making any of these mistakes? It's time to heal. We do disclosure practices every other Thursday in our herpes resource hub. You can check out the replays. You can join us during the practices. You can get the How to Disclose ebook on the resource hub, as well as a ton of other resources and 24/7 text access to me. Go to the description box below if you're looking for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. It really, really, really does help me. I drop a tip every Tuesday. I'm educating you every Wednesday. And on Friday, we are dismantling the stigma. I am at war with the herpes stigma until our community feels comfortable being open about their status and proud of their sexuality. I'll see you next week.
I just want to say this too. I go to therapy and I've been in therapy for almost 3 years. And it's nothing like having someone who actually gets you on this level. So I just want to say I appreciate you. One thing that I've learned is from my own therapist is not about the actual school that teach you how to be a therapist and show up for people is the real life experiences. So I just want to tell you thank you because this is doing so much. And so I even have therapy on Thursday before I came here, like to this group. So I just want to let you know it's certain things that we get, or I'll speak for myself, but that I can get from you that I can't get from someone else that doesn't walk and live in this world. So I just want to say I appreciate you and thank you very much.
Thank you.